Good morning. Time to make the coffee. Today's flavor again is mocha. Going to use that up. I have enough for maybe another cup. And it's cloudy today. We're supposed to get some rain, but the high is supposed to be 65, so not too bad. And I have a couple of things I need to do today. I'm cutting a friend's hair, and also my mom called me yesterday when I was in the middle of my garden chores and wanted to know if I wanted to go get some Olive Garden with her. And I felt bad saying I couldn't. I mean, she called about 3:30, 4 o'clock, but I was knee deep in, well, arm, elbow deep, let's say that, elbow deep in planting flowers, so I had to get that done. So I told her we would do it today. So we'll see. But in between, I think I'll plant a couple things. I have to get my grapevines into the ground. They've been sitting in a bucket of water now for a couple days, and I don't want them to rot. So, but we are going to get some rain too, so I'll have to do it in between the raindrops. But anyway, there it comes. There comes the coffee. So this coffee maker has been working out pretty well. Like I said, I still like my old one better. It was faster. This one takes longer to heat up, but that's okay. I didn't want to get another Chefman because two of them broke in a very short period of time. And I can't afford to spend the money on a new coffee maker every year, so I thought I would try this brand. And so far I like it. It makes iced coffee and hot coffee, which is a nice feature. So this week the weather is supposed to be decent, not too much rain. We're supposed to get some rain, which is great if you're just planting out your garden. But I think the frost is done, hopefully. The coldest it's going is down into the mid-40s, so that should be okay. I'm still a little nervous about planting my tomatoes and peppers out, so I'm going to give them another week in their nice, cozy little, not boxes, but pots. I don't even know what you'd call it. But anyway, I'm going to give those a little more time. And then I will plant them out. So I know it seems like I'm doing a ton of work in the garden this year, and I am. But there's a method to my madness. I'm doing the work now for future me. I'm setting up the garden, which requires a lot of lifting and rearranging pots. But I'm trying to put them in their permanent home so I don't have to do this every year. And then I'll just plant my flowers or vegetables in the future. So I'm hoping that works out. I'm going to have to tweak it. I realize that, until you get things the way you actually want them, it requires some tweaking around. But last fall, when they took down the trees, they made such a mess. I mean, shredding trees, leaves, moving pots around to get them out of their way. So that's why I have so much more work this year. I'm trying to get it all cleaned up and organized, and hopefully, fingers crossed, I won't have to do this again. So trying to simplify sometimes requires more work until you get to the path of simple, if that makes any sense. So, okay, I forgot to do the budget book yesterday. I just realized that. So, we'll have to do 2 days today. All right, I'm going to drink my coffee. Oh, I didn't taste that either. I'm slipping. Cheers. I hope not. Yeah, I think the mocha is my favorite. So, all right, I will meet you at the budget book in a little bit, and then we'll all get on with our day. Okay, back at the budget book. All right, so Saturday I spent lots of money on my garden. So big red X for me. But yesterday I did not spend any money. So there we go. But like I said, I knew I was going to spend money this month getting the garden set up and getting my flowers and all of that. So, and today I'll probably spend money again because while I'm out, if I go to my mom's, which kind of is in the plan, I'll probably be stopping at Aldi's, which I've been putting off for, 2 weeks now? So, but there are a few things I have to get. It's not a real long list, considering I haven't really been grocery shopping in quite a while. But that's okay. I still have lots of food. It's not like I'm, living meagerly here with nothing to eat. I have lots of food, so no problem. It's just I have to adjust my menu according to what I have, which I like to do anyway. In the past, I've tried making a menu plan where, Monday I'm going to eat this, Tuesday I'm going to eat that, and that just does not work for me. I like to cook to what I have and what I want to eat for that day. So I more cook with a menu plan that works around my what I have in the fridge and freezer and pantry. So I just stock it up with things that I like, and then I can mix and match, and I can have all the meals that I want. So that's how I like to do it. And I don't do a whole lot of pre-prep work. As long as I cook early in the day, I'm good. Now, if I start cooking at 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening, by then I'm worn out. I've managed to wear myself out for the day. And, I'll just eat a sandwich or something, which is okay once in a while, but I don't do that very often. So this week I've been eating quite a bit of soup, which is always good because there's so many variations in soup. You can make a thick soup, a thin soup, a veggie soup, whatever. And if you're a meat eater, a meat soup. So the possibilities are endless, and I like that kind of cooking. It's like with your wardrobe, too. Boy, that was a quick change of the subject. If you have enough basics, you can mix and match and do all kinds of things and always look good and always have something a little bit different on. So you can apply that principle to a lot of things in your life. It doesn't just have to be food. It's just using up what you have. Same thing with your gardening. Now, every year I buy flowers. I haven't had a whole lot of luck starting flowers from seed. It's something that maybe I'll work on next year. But honestly, I don't want to take up that much room in my house with all the seedlings. That's another thing that I have to set up this fall is my indoor garden. I know I've been talking about that for a while, but I want to get serious with it this fall. But that's a project for the future. So we'll see how that goes when the time comes. But right now, I'm focusing on my outdoor gardening until I get it in. And I want to grow lots of greens and lots of veggies so that I have plenty and I don't have to continuously run to the store to buy produce. So, all right, I will be back in a little bit, and we'll get on with our days and see where it takes us. All right, I thought I would have a cup of tea with you. This is Immunization Boost or whatever it is from Dollar Tree. And it's pretty good. And of course, I always add sweetener to it. So, cheers. It's not Tea Tuesday, but I'll make it a Tea Monday. I usually drink 2 or 3 cups of tea during the day, and it's mostly herbal tea. Not always, but... And I like Earl Grey decaffeinated tea. That's really good. I think Bigelow puts that out. But I'm out of that right now, and I'm not going to get any more right now because I'm trying to use up some of the tea I have. I have a ton of tea. So I'm just trying to make do with what I have, just to make some room and to save some money. So this month so far, I've spent quite a bit on the garden, but not as much as I usually do, because I'm trying to reuse what I have. The things that I've spent the most on are, of course, the elephant ears, which I should have saved from last year, but time got away from me, so I didn't. And some of them I actually put in the garage, but I guess they froze, so they didn't fare well. So this year I need to do something a little different with those because they're expensive. You know, $25 for one plant is a lot of money. So I'd like to at least save them from year to year and make houseplants out of them. So I'm going to be busy the rest of the day. I have a friend coming over for a haircut, and then I'm going to see if my mom wants to go to dinner tonight. I think she's kind of lonely, so if not, I'll probably just go over there and pop in and keep her company for a while. She has good and bad days. Most of her days are good, but she will call me if she's not feeling right, and I go over there. So it's not like she doesn't have a resource. She does. So when I went to Mark's the other day, I picked up a couple of odd things from their closeout section because they always have such really good deals there. So I got this, hang on, I got this really nice canister, and I think it was $3.99, and it has the bamboo top. And what I'm going to do is, I bought this Folgers coffee. Gentle on your stomach, simply smooth. One of my people here on the channel recommended it, so it supposedly doesn't upset your stomach, but I'm going to put that in here, probably just cut the top off, and then so that this will close, and then all I have to do is switch out the canister or reuse it. So I got that. And this was also $3.99, and I bought this for a couple reasons. It's not that big. It's not as, you know, not as big as it looks like when I go like this. So this was $3.99, and it kind of matches the canister, but that's not why I bought it. I actually bought it to keep on my kitchen table to put some fruit in, or I can use it as a bowl, you know, with salads and stuff. So it is food safe and dishwasher safe. So I got that. Then I got a couple of books. Nothing big. Again, I got a couple books. This one is Superfoods, How to Make Them Work for You. And this was only $2.99. Regular price is $22.95 in the US and £14.99 in the UK. So it's got a lot of, you know, things in there, kind of different things you can make. And it tells you what's in there, like vitamin C or whatever. It has seeds and veggies and what else? Fruits. It even has some meat in it, but you know, I can always substitute that with a non-meat item. And then I got this book. This is a hardcover book. It's really nice. It was $3.99 on essential oils. And I'm kind of interested in the essential oils. So it's got all kinds of different, tells you all about the plants and how to make the oils. And so I want to read that, and just for something to read. I like to read books that are informative. I don't really read fiction novels or things like that. I used to, and I used to enjoy them, but I got away from it when my kids were little and I just didn't have the time for it. So it's been a lot of years since I read fiction novels, but I used to love the Gothic romances. Yes, I was quite the romantic back in the days. One of my favorite authors was Kathleen Woodiwice. She used to write a lot of those. In fact, I think I still have one of her books that I never read, so I should read it. Maybe it'll... Nah. No, I'll read it, but nah, I don't think I'm going to get to the big romance stage anymore. Been there, done that, got the t-shirt. So anyway, so those are a couple of extra things I got. I didn't break the bank, and a couple of them are at least useful, and the other two are for entertainment. So I got those. So in the garden now, what I need to do, I need to prep my soil. So I need to add a lot of perlite to the soil to loosen it up, because what happens is it just sort of all compresses. And since I reuse my soil, I need to lighten it up. So I looked in my garage, and I did have a couple of bags of perlite out there, because I thought, oh, now I can't do anything until I get some perlite. And I think I have one bag of vermiculite, which adds a lot of drainage to your soil. It loosens it up. So I have to do that. And then I'm using my homemade composter stuff. But I noticed that in my big composter again, and I will not do this again, I noticed that there's a lot of fungus gnats in there. And I made the mistake of using that compost one year and nothing grew in it, because the little larvae eat the roots of all your veggies. So I won't do that again. But what I could do is maybe treat it a few times with some mosquito dunk water. I'm going to give that a try. But we'll see. If not, I'm just going to leave it till next year. And because the soil that I have was always good soil, potting soil that I bought. It wasn't real cheap stuff. But I'll tell you what, I bought the Dollar Tree potting mix this spring. I did a little experiment. And I started some of the seeds in that, and I started some of the seeds in Miracle-Gro. I won't buy the Dollar Tree potting mix anymore. It's like cement. It really, after it sits for a while, it's not good. So unless you're going to add a lot of things to it, then you might as well just buy a better potting mix. So anyway, what else? The meal I'm having today for dinner, if I don't have dinner with my mom, if not, I'll eat it tomorrow, is a little bit of my soup was left over, and then I had some Madras lentils. It comes in a pouch. I get it at Costco, and it's really tasty. And a lot of times I use that on a sausage on a hoagie bun, and it's like a chili dog. So I'm using the rest of that, what I didn't use for my chili dog. I'm going to put that in my soup, and turn it into like a vegetable curry type of soup. So that's the plan for the dinner, using up everything I have. A lot of the fruits that I bought from my flash food box with all the fruit that was in there. I made a couple of smoothies for my grandson. He likes them. I'm not a big smoothie fan unless it's summer and it's really cold. The smoothie, that is, not the weather. But he likes them, so I made him another smoothie today, so I used up most of all that fruit, which is good. So if you have the opportunity to buy marked down fruits, get yourself some plain yogurt along with it, maybe some milk, soy milk, whatever, and make yourself some smoothies if you like. That way, I mean, the really ripe fruit is the best for the smoothies. Throw in a handful of greens and you have a very nutritious meal. So, all right, well, I'll be back later to sign off, and that will be my day. Today's frugal struggle meal is going to be a little bit of leftover soup that I made homemade the other day from a different struggle meal. And I had these Madras lentils that I like to keep in my stash. And I opened this a day or so ago and had it with a vegan Beyond sausage. So it was like a chili dog, and that was really good. But I had that a couple days in a row along with the soup. So now I'm going to add the Madras lentils to the soup. It'll stretch it for another day and also give it a little bit different flavor because I've been eating this soup already for 3 days. So that'll be a new meal for me, and then I'm going to eat it with some cornbread from the Dollar Tree. All right, my friends, that's all I have for you today. I want to wish you abundant blessings. I love you guys. Be good to yourself, be good to others. God bless you, and I'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe, comment, and like. Thanks for watching.